going to do this one reading, and then I'm going to bed for tonight because I skipped this one somehow. But I am tired, so I don't need to do part one. Sorry about that. I don't think I have that much storage left. Oh my boy, you go to bed, my sweet boy. Yeah, so we're gonna do this one. Shoot, I didn't add the secret code word. I don't know. I might have to do this one in the morning. I'm pretty tired, so I don't know. How it'll come out. I need to use both decks actually. This feels like a bit of a mixed message here. I am tired. I don't know why I didn't do any reading earlier. Got the Emperor on the bottom. He's missing the Emperor. Yeah, I'm just a little out of it, so I'm trying to get through a little hump here because this round is taking a lot out of me, and I'm going through some changes. I'm gonna have to move. I am going to have to find King of Wands on the bottom first. Oh my goodness. The Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, the same kind of vibes. It's like this missing initiative type thing. Alright. Hierophant sideways on your side. Why the Hierophant sideways? Because of the King of Wands? Excuse me. I had some kimchi for dinner. Just like a little kimchi stir fry thing, and it's the kimchi's like. I might have to continue yours. Okay. That's the kiss, maybe. With the Knight of Vests on sideways. The Death reversed. Some other cards under there, but I don't think I'm going to take them. That one wanted to come out. 9 of Swords. And 10 of Wands reversed. Huh. This is something to do with not the strength battle. I feel like pressure. This has something to do with not pressuring about commitment or something like that. Don't put too much pressure on, or you'll end up like pushing him away. pushing him away forever. I don't know if that's like accurate. I'm not sure. I don't want to scare you or anything, but it's like, because the death and the strength, your strength coming over a death for him, it's like if you come across too pushy, right, it's going to like scare him away even more with the Knight of Bastions. That was the incident, and it kind of spooked him maybe a little too much. Perhaps. Let's find out more. See if there's anything else here. But this is kind of like where you're at, where it's like, oh my goodness, dude, what's going on over here? Too fast. You're drinking too fast, bro. Oh my goodness, puppy. I need some drink. Not enough drink for me today. Stuff's too hot. So yeah, battley strength feels like pushy. This, yeah, like with the Ten of Wands, it's like too much pressure around that commitment point, around like having to know like if it's a thing or not, right? I think this read's done actually. So we'll start over. Too much pressure, right? I think he's missing a little bit of the point around like figuring out what he wants, or what he's like. What's it, the King of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles, right? He's uncertain. He's not the Five of Pentacles. Two of Wands and the Queen of Bastions. Huh. Whole stack. The Empress. Maybe it's rejection. I'm not sure about the Five of Pentacles, but this is kind of like, maybe he's like the Five of Pentacles reversed. What? You are two. It's kind of like a, you're both. It feels like he's like struggling with, or maybe like your independence point, right? Like he is not accepting, or something like that, of your Queen of Bastions. Like there's a, it seems like with the stack, there's a whole lot that is like, you've got underneath you. You've got a lot under your like belts, or you're a woman, so I wouldn't say belts, but like under your dress there or whatever, right? Your Empress, your Empress. What did they wear? I don't know. Down. What is it? The Magician reversed. Because I think he's struggling with your independence, right? With the Queen of Pistons in the bottom battled. It's like he doesn't want to accept that point so much, perhaps. A little bit. And it's like that's coming across to you as like, because he's both a Five of Pentacles, both feeling kind of like pushed out, left out. Both of you. And with the Magician reversed, you're kind of going with, am I getting like tricks played on me or whatever, right? But it seems like from what the cards are saying, it's that he's struggling with the point around your independence or whatever. Perhaps. Or like battling with that. Battling with accepting that. So what's the answer? Okay. Give me an answer. Don't give me problems. Alright. The Knight of Wands again. Reversed. You want to see more action. Indication. That's why you feel that way. The Five of Rings, which is like kind of explains a lot from your thing, right? From your query. All right. Maybe that explains a little bit of like where the distances come from, right? All right, we're gonna move on to the let's see. This could also mean that there's like, I don't know, I'm not going back on what I said. We're going to continue. We'll see if it clears itself up in the cards here. I think the last one is where the focus is. The Five of Pentacles, the third one. With the ace that was on the bottom. What? No, it was the ace from the other deck, never mind. It was the Emperor on the bottom. But there was an ace on the other one from the dames, right? This one is reversed also. The 5 upwards this time. Something around like perhaps letting go. It wasn't from the dames, it was from the other one. 2 Pentacles reversed. Kind of like battly though. From the Logic Center. It's that Hierophant again. The 9 has come out sideways though. of Pentacles, 9 of Cups, 10 of Cups, 9 of Cups, 10 of Cups, they're both upright. I feel like it's talking about not allowing yourself to become held up in a way. It's because this 2 of Pentacles over here is like talking to me about like kind of like waiting on him as for the decision, right? And it's putting you into a kind of standstill, a non-committal state where it's like you're not actually like right. You're holding yourself back from your victory, right? 4 between the 5, right? You're putting his choice. Waiting on him to be certain or to like bring the victory, when it's actually like a issue of becoming enlightened around what it is that you actually want out of life. The 9 of Cups, 10 of Cups. Are you like resting within your like heart, your fullest heart's like expression, I'd say. 10 of Cups, right? Where your heart is overpouring. Are you resting state within that? The 9 of Cups. Calm and collected. So it's talking about building your own house here, around this point. Moving, it's your own house. You're not allowing his decisions to like influence you in that way. Do you know what I mean? Don't allow it to like stop you or make you into a position of like ambivalence. The 9 of Swords. Coming out sideways with the Hierophant, right? You've become non-committal based around someone else's choice, essentially. So that's what that one looks like to me. Funny, because I don't think there's just the Hierophant. It was just the Hierophant as the major, right? For that one. That's like marriage kind of. That typically for me, the Hierophant like speaks like I do a lot of these relationship reads, right? So the Hierophant typically comes out to me as like a marriage relationship, like deep commitment kind of thing, vows. Sometimes it comes out, a lot of the time when I'm talking in general, it comes out as like elitism, essentially, right? So. It's a funny one, the Hierophant. My card, Taurus card. There's your 10 of Swords there. We didn't get the 10 of Swords, it was the 9 of Swords, right? Alright, so we got a bit of cards here. It's the World, the Moon, and the Hangman. All upright. Devil and the Queen of Swords. It's got an interesting little pyramid structure here going on. What is this? I don't usually do like actual spreads, you know, it just whatever comes up. My reading type style is more chaotic. Exactly. 3 of Wands reversed. There's there's nothing that's planned. But okay, boy. The Seven of Rings over top of the Queen. That's so interesting. The Tower. And the Ten of Swords again on your side. Weird. I think it... Okay, the Devil too. Another Devil. Even weirder. I might have to stop it after this, but I think he's trying to... What is this? Because the Seven of Rings telling you to, like, come back, reverse, go backwards or something like that. But it's you. It's you that's got to go backwards. In essence, this... Maybe he's, like, viewing your independence. You wouldn't say independence, but like, yeah, like it seems like he's like subconsciously in a perspective. Oh, it's something that he's like subconsciously like taken in from outside of himself, from the world, right? The world is buried underneath this hangman and the moon. It's like something that's like infiltrated into his perspective, has been influenced by, right? And it has to do with like perhaps like viewing, or like the mindset that like women as like a logical kind of like being is not good. It's like evil in a sense of the devil, but like, yeah, so maybe this is something that you maybe need to like investigate, perhaps, like make sure that it's not the path that he's on. I think that's what this is saying. It's like more of like a warning, or like do a bit of detecting with the Seven of Rings. Like, make sure that that's not the path that he's thinking, right? Like his mind isn't like completely filled up with that sort of thing, where it's like he thinks that you're up to no good or something like that. Because if it is that way, then you can kind of like, right, because it's like if you notice that, kind of like where he's thinking that your mental capability, or let's see, I keep wanting to say independence, but it's like a mental space. It's not like an actual, it's not like your Queen of Wands, right? Where that's like total independent woman and like you stand within your own power. This is more like your clarity of thought space, where you're standing logically, like you can like step into your feminine logic space, right? Like make sure that his mind isn't made up of that idea, where it's like that's he's thinking that you're like plotting against him or something like that, using your logic as something evil in essence, right? So if he thinks that about you or sees that, do a little investigating around that maybe. And if it's the case, that's the time to like walk away from it, I'd say. Because that's kind of showing or proving to you with your Ten of Swords on this side, Three of Wands, the Tower, that's like, if that's the case, that's the time to walk away and leave that tower crumbling, because it's showing that he's projecting onto you about the devil, right? Because that's showing you that he's an actual codependent one. Right? So I'm hoping this is helping you. I'm not usually like and it's a little late, so I'm being a little loose with the reading, but I'm hoping it's helpful and giving you some insight rather than like this is what's happening for sure and blah 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 blah, you know. I'm just trying to give you some insight into what to look for here. Whether or not you should wait or not, I kind of feel like it is don't put yourself in any kind of like tenuous situations or anything like that, but do a little investigating work, and I wouldn't say like walk away unless it's like a threat. Right, unless it's a threat. Six of Swords, Knave of Swords, Eight of Wands, and the Ten of Cups reversed, all reversed. For him? It'll be nice when I can actually do this as a like a real thing where I'm like doing it all day. The Emperor. I feel like it's talking about something where he's like needs to let go, something that he's still attached to in terms of like a type of it's like a reliance. His mental spaces needs a reliance. It's like a reliance. That's the issue from keeping him from like actually finding finding his Emperor, right? It's like a reliance on like happiness, really. It's kind of like battling or struggling with that in a sense. There's no struggle here, but like the Eight of Wands, it's like that's what's stopping it. That's what's like slowing it down, because he has an immature type of viewpoint, mental viewpoint standing towards happiness, or maybe he's depressed in a way, some type of like depression coming in here, because it's like the mental space is not great, so it's translating into the happiness part. That's what's keeping him from finding his Emperor, in essence, his like assertiveness towards you, perhaps, which is what you're kind of waiting for, right? I'm gonna do one more, see how I feel about that, and then I'm gonna put away his cards, and we might do another little follow-up in the morning when I wake up, but I just want to get something under the belt. I think I'm gonna run out of tape here any second, so I'll cut it short anyways. I was trying to do this last night, the night before or something. Last night. My mother called me. And that ended up being like a 3-hour thing. So there's that King of Wands from the bottom. Pretty sure. I think so. I can't remember now if it was this from the Marigold, right? Excuse me. Oh, my back is sore. My lower back. I need a better bed. This big divot here, guys. I've been sleeping too. I'm gonna switch this bed around again or get a new one at some point. King of Wands, eh? The assertiveness. The Ace of Swords. Yes. The assertiveness. That's the primary point with the King of Wands. I think he's just like not moving. Another Ace of Swords on this one. Another point here. The Nine of Wands, Eight of Rings, and the Moon. Another point. Something about an integration. An integration of I think it's talking about something about steadfastness, how to build steadfastness. With the Nine of Wands, it's like understanding life in a way, right? You've got like a full beat on life in essence, where you're like, you've done the work to understand that point. He's done the work to understand, like, it's like an eternal flame, right? It's like ambition, right? So that's a point too, where there perhaps is like he hasn't like uncovered with the Moon, hasn't uncovered his ambition and ethic perhaps in terms of work yet. So that's all part of coming to terms with the King of Wands reversed. Growing up, basically. Taking on all the responsibility, essentially. So I don't think he probably just doesn't know about that part yet. Honestly. Sounds like you're a young couple, right? So I'm hoping that this helped a little bit. Or, assisted. Somewhat. I think I'm gonna go for part 2 in the morning. We'll see how I feel in the morning, but I'll upload this one for now. And you can hit me back with any questions or clarifications that you need, and then we'll see. I guess. I don't know. I probably won't be able to. Maybe I will be able to upload it. This is pretty cut and dry read, start to finish. So yeah, maybe I should just upload. Send you something, so get back to me if I do that, and you have more questions. So we'll leave it there tonight. All right. Glad I got that one done too. So there's Bruno sleeping away.